the Show Light TV, and it is your boy Bravo. And today we have a special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Doggy Down up in the building. What's up?
Yes, sir. Doggy Down. How you doing today, bro?
Not too shabby, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not very good in front of the camera.
Right.
But I think we can roll through with it.
No, we can do this. We can do this.
Let's go.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
Show Light TV is growing out here in Salt Lake City. We really making a lot of noise, and for you guys to be here, all you guys doing is just pushing the train forward.
All right, cool.
And don't be nervous. This is your camera right now.
Let's go, baby.
All
I'm
right?
ready.
All right. So what I like to do is I always like to get into the upbringing. You know,
okay.
Where you come from and who you are. So let's start there. Where were you born?
So this is a little bit of a funny story. I was actually born here in Salt Lake in West Jordan, but raised a little bit in California, back and forth here in Cali. So
okay, you being traveled like that.
Yeah.
What's the difference that you see?
Honestly, a lot of it is politics, ethnicity wise as well. I remember living in Cali for so long, coming here and going to a restaurant. You sit down. I'm not racist, I promise.
No, of course.
But there were so many white people. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to act. I was like kind of nervous. I was the minority at this point.
Mm-hmm.
We're in Cali, like, you know, the Caucasians are the minority over there. You got blacks, Mexicans, Indians, you know, Asians, everybody.
Right.
And out there, it's different.
It's different. And especially the food.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Right.
If we're talking about Mexican food, oh man, tacos out there, I still have yet to find a good taco truck. So if you got a good taco spot, let me know. Shit, I'll even drop my number so you can hit me up.
So you saying California is #1 taco spot?
Oh, easy.
So
Easy.
Anybody in Chicago that's watching, I know y'all watching out there in Chicago.
I'm sorry, baby, but look, check this out. I'm gonna tell you why, okay? Because in Cali, the tortillas de maíz, your corn tortillas, they're fresh made.
Yes.
The meat is brought fresh. It's cooked fresh. Everything is cut in front of you. I'm pretty sure they do it in Chicago too. I'm pretty sure Texas has their thing. But if we're talking good ass Mexican food, we're talking California.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
And the seasoning and the
bro, if you want some good tacos and you in Cali, especially Pomona, right there up on 11th or 12th Street in Gary, bro, there's a little taco spot right there in front of Los Tapatios. Man, I can't wait to go back home and get some of those.
Yo, we just gave y'all a shout out. So when you see his face, we need free tacos.
Let's go.
Oh God, it's for real. So okay, so let's get back into you, man. So as you growing up, what was your passion? You know, what were you doing?
Growing up, so here's a funny thing. My mom owned restaurants. I grew up in a nice household. I did grow up with cousins that were involved in gangs. My dad was a cartel member. Not really going to speak too much on that because it's not my place to.
Yeah.
But I kind of grew up with both worlds, you know. As far as the gang life, I went looking for it. My cousins, it fascinated me. So growing up as a child, my mom always tried to keep me away from them. But as I got older and was able to get around, yeah, you know how it went.
No, definitely. So what lessons have you learned that you still carry to this day?
You know, honestly, it's just to watch myself.
Yes.
I don't compete with nobody. I compete with myself. Because in order to get in that life, you don't think about it twice. But to get out, it's a whole different story. I'm not active no more.
Yeah.
I was a goon crip. My flag's hung up.
Yeah.
I got 3 kids. And granted the fact I don't see them because of drug abuse, you know, as I got older, I think like from 25 to, what was it, Will? Just recently, about almost a year now. I've been a year sober now, so
yes. Congratulations
I was
to you,
on
bro.
crystal and
fucking congratulations to you, bro.
now the goal is just to get my kids back, man.
Yeah.
So that's what the music is for.
Well, we support everything that you're doing, bro, here at Show Light TV.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. And we hope everything goes right for you, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Of course. So let's get back into you, man.
Okay.
What are some inspirations that you've held that have got you through these tough situations?
Just my past. Just knowing that it was me who changed myself. I know a lot of people will say, you know, a drug addict is always going to be a drug addict. That's true. but we all change,
Yes.
right? I've got my kids. I've got my brother. T, that's my little brother, believe it or not. Even with the big old beard, and he's bigger than me. That's my baby brother.
Yeah.
But, you know, my inspirations are my kids, my brother, my girl,
Yes.
the music.
Yes.
I want to give my kids more than what I had, because I can't say I didn't come up with nothing, because I did.
Yes.
But I want to give them more. That's my inspiration.
I love it. I love it. So let's get into your music, because you're doing something special.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
How did you start off? Where did the music first come into your life?
So my dad, like I said, he was into a bit of some shit. His cover up was music promotion. He is the reason banda music, Mexican music, especially banda itself, is big in Salt Lake. He used to run M.E. Productions, Pantera Productions. So I was always around Mexican bands every time they came. I've met Marco Antonio Solis. I've met Vicente Fernandez. I've met Los Bukis. I've met a bunch of people, Los Tucanes de Tijuana. I was always around bands. I got into making music, originally singing Mexican music.
Yeah.
As I started doing that, my older brother Pete got me into G-Funk, Nate Dogg, Warren G, DJ Quick, Sugar Free. So I fell in love with that, because to me, music, if it can make me bob my head or want to move my body, mind the fact, Mexican music, you put that on with me, if that's on, there's no way my body's not moving, right? So to me, good music is something that you can listen to, whether you're sad, you're happy, you're upset. For me, it's a language. You can always tell how I'm feeling with what I'm listening to.
Yes. Yes.
So I came about it with G-Funk, fell in love with that, fell in love with Nate Dogg, fell in love with DJ Quick, Sugar Free, all that. Started doing that, started playing around with their songs, and then I was like, all right, cool. Now I'm going to try to switch it up, because one day I was sitting there and I was rapping, I got love for my homies that be rolling with me, and my brother heard me and he goes, why don't you start writing your own stuff?
Right.
He goes, why don't you stop copying them and do your own thing? So I was like, all right, cool. Started doing it, tried it, and I wasn't always, I still don't think I'm that good. But I got something.
All right. So let me ask you this. What's the most difficult thing about transitioning into an artist?
Being humble to yourself and others. Being humble to yourself and others, and finding time to spend time with those that you love, while still trying to promote, produce, and record your own music.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's true. You ain't lying about that. So on your downtime, when you're not being this artist, what are you doing?
Working, trying to find a job. I've been a plumber for 5 years. Actually, I got 2 jobs now. I work in the daytime. Not going to tell you where.
Right,
I work in the daytime, though, in the metal department. At night, I go to offices and clean buildings.
That's right.
Me and my brother both do it. It's something good. Keeps us active. Also, on my downtime when I'm not doing that, I'm writing music. I'm trying to set out dates with my girl to the point where, like, this day, and this day is for music, and then this day, this time is for us.
Yes.
Same with, like, once my kids start to come around, once I'm able to get them back, same thing.
Yes. All right. So we checked out your single, AssHole.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
So I got 2 baby mamas.
Oh shit.
I got 2 baby mamas. I got Janika's my first baby mama of my firstborn child, Abby. We call her Abby-licious because she's so delicious. Anyways, she's my little 12-year-old, man. She thinks she's an adult. I want to choke her sometimes. But Janika, and then I have Angie, who is the mother of both my stepchild, who I raised before he was even 1 year old, so that's my kid, and then my youngest, which is our blood child, Padme. And both of them, because of, like I said, my drug addiction, I lost my children, and it just kind of got worse than what it should have, and both of them teamed up and started talking shit to me that I was never gonna see my kid, this and that, blah blah blah. And she had actually walked in the day that I was writing a song in Spanish, because I rap in Spanish too. And she walked in, my girl walked in, and I was pissed. I didn't even want to talk to her, but she was able to calm me down. And then I sat there. She left that night, and I went in the garage, and I was just sitting there chilling. And I was drinking a little bit, and I heard the beat. I was like, okay. And it just started. I was still mad, but I could hear my brain just starting to turn, and words come to my head. And I was like, I gotta write something. I gotta get this out. And that's when it came about, because it's like, you know, at that time, I was getting ready to go to my show in Vegas when I was signed to the label.
Yes.
I'm not gonna say the label's name, because I promised to them, you know, on my side, there's no hard feelings. I can't speak about them. I don't know how they feel about me. Yeah. But to me, they were a good label to me, you know. There were some things that they promised that wasn't completed.
Right.
There was a couple of things that they tried to do with me, as far as, you know, we're not going to go into that.
I understand. We can go into that anytime you want to.
Yeah, no.
The camera is always here to talk.
The point is family will always go first. We'll just put it that way, okay?
I respect that.
But at that time, I was getting ready to go to Vegas and do the show with them. And my baby mamas were tripping on me, and I was like, you know, doing shows in different states. That's where I got that line. And then baby mama's tripping from both of them. And then they kept telling me, we're going to tell your kids this and this and that, and that you're a bad person. So I was like, I got to show my 3 babies I ain't an asshole.
That's right. And that's what I came about.
And then, yeah, the verse kind of flew with the chorus, you know. I ain't even tripping, I'm going to rise up anyway. Like, it just, everything pieced all together, and
it was just the perfect time for it.
Yeah.
But it was a dope song, bro.
But here's something crazy.
Go ahead.
You want to know something?
Yeah, of course.
That was not recorded in the studio.
What?
It was recorded right here on my iPhone. All recorded and edited on my iPhone on an app called Vologo.
Vologo?
Yeah.
All right, so artists out there, if you keep bitching about you can't record, there it is right there, Vologo.
Most of my songs that I have recorded, there's very few that I've recorded in a studio. Bump and Grind was recorded in the studio. My feature with Damian Camp, Came a Long Way, was recorded in the studio. Summer Breeze was in the studio. You know, I got very few, like probably 4 or 5 in the studio. But the rest of my songs were recorded on Vologo. I started off doing it in the shower, just, you know, sitting there, shutting the curtain, just in the corner of the shower with my phone like that. Yep. Then it was in my room. Then it became in a car, you know. Then it was back in a like in a walk-in closet. It was, I had no excuse. Yeah. And I didn't have the money for the studio, so there's no excuse. I don't care what you say. If this is your passion, this is what you really want to do, there's no excuse. You do what you have to. That's right.
That's right. So what keeps you consistent?
Probably the passion that I have for it, dude. It's I suffer with schizophrenia. I suffer with bipolar. I suffer with depression. I suffer with anxiety. I suffer with a lot of shit.
I understand.
It's my escape. It's Maury said it best. I don't need a shrink. Just press record and let me loose. That's it.
I love it. I love it. So, if you had an artist that was following your footsteps in music, what would you tell them that you've learned that you know they wouldn't know?
Always stay true to yourself. I have songs, you know, where I'm talking about being in the club, having bitches, this and that. Granted, the fact I got a girl, and she knows that it's, you know, all business side, so she's not really the type to be like, oh, why are you talking about bitches, this and that. Granted, the fact I have those type of songs where I am talking my shit is what I consider it, you know. I do have, the majority of my songs come from my heart. I want to tell my story, and it's not just through an interview, it's through my songs, because I'm not the only person that goes through those kind of footsteps, you know. We all suffer from something. We all go through a traumatic event. That's what keeps me consistent with my music. That's what keeps me going with this shit, because once you hit the bottom, there's only one way to go, and that's up.
That's right, man. I love it, man. I love it. So what's new that is coming out for you? Any new projects? Any new singles, songs?
Yeah, like my brother T was saying, we got Old Town Funk. We got another one coming. I got Side to Side. There's one I'm working on currently. I still don't know what I want to call it, but for right now it's called Waistline.
Okay.
Let's see, I want to re-record. There's one that I've had for probably like 3 years, and it's called 4 Hours.
Okay.
It's more of an R&B song, so I do sing it. It's taken me a minute to learn how to sing, but I know I can. But it's just one I want to get perfect. So that one, be on the lookout, but don't get your hopes up.
That's right. All right, man. Well, we'll be looking out for it when you do drop it, or anything you drop.
Hell
Let us
yeah.
know, bro. Let us know.
yeah.
We're gonna promote that. So give us some shout outs, man, before we get up out of here.
And I want to give a shout out, first of all, to my brother Big T for saving me and getting me out of my contract. I want to give a shout out to the team. Let's all keep doing what we're doing. We're going to fucking blow up. Give a shout out to my lady, baby. Thank you for always having my back. Even though we argue and people think we hate each other, that's just the way we talk. Mom, I love you. Both moms, all 3 moms actually now. I got my brother's mom and then my mom and Amalia Cortez. You know, despite everything, you still showed me love, and I've got a lot of respect for you. So, te amo mucho. Also, for everybody on Show Live TV, all your followers, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Doggy Down, all my fans, I love y'all. Let's go.
Yeah, we out of here.